During World War II, Hitler ordered numerous executions, particularly after the July 20 plot, a failed assassination attempt at the Wolf's Lair. In retaliation, he demanded the deaths of many military officials and suspected resistance members, often insisting on filming these executions for his own viewing. Among those executed at Plötzensee Prison was General Paul von Hase. Born in 1885, Hase came from a large family, many of whom pursued military careers. After studying law, he joined the Prussian Army. He served in World War I, later joining a veterans resistance group. He remained in the Reichswehr after the war and held various command positions as Hitler rose to power. Around 1938, Hase learned of a conspiracy among high-ranking officers, including Wilhelm Canaris, to depose Hitler. This plot evolved into the July 20 plot. During World War II, Hase commanded the 56th Division and was also the city commandant of Berlin. In the July 20 plot, he was to secure government officials in Berlin. After the failed bombing, Hase ordered Major Otto Ernst Reimer to cordon off government quarters. Reimer later removed the cordon, claiming he was ordered to do so by Hase. Hase was arrested by the Gestapo while dining with Joseph Goebbels. Like other conspirators, Hase was brought before the People's Court. His trial took place on the same day as his execution. The Nazi judge berated him for his involvement. Goebbels ordered the trials to be filmed. On August 8, 1944, Hase was sentenced to death and taken to Plötzensee Prison. Plötzensee was notorious for its executions. The prison had a brick execution chamber with a guillotine and a hanging beam. Hitler ordered that those involved in the plot be hanged like cattle, and that the executions be filmed. Earlier executions were witnessed, with one general reportedly meeting his death with courage. A noose was placed around his neck, and he was dropped, his weight causing strangulation. It reportedly took him almost 5 minutes to die. Hase faced the same fate. He was led to the execution chamber, where he likely saw the bodies of other victims. The executioner placed a noose around his neck and kicked out the stool. Hase struggled and may have been revived and hanged again to prolong his suffering. The Nazis acted swiftly. Hase was sentenced and executed on the same day. After the Wolf's Lair bombing, approximately 7,000 people were arrested and 4,980 executed. Around 200 conspirators were executed, including those with long military service. They were subjected to torture and executed in brutal ways.